Just got off the bus. I think I picked the right stop. I'm in a town called Kruje, and there's a castle here. I don't know if I should have stayed on the bus to get closer to the castle or not, but I didn't want to miss the town, so I got off here. I've got some walking to do, but it looks like a nice town. It's up in the hills, and the castle is supposed to be pretty cool. And there's a big bazaar as well, so we'll check those out. I'll probably get some lunch here. This is a really cool town, and it only cost me about, let's see, $2 for the first bus. I think $1.50 for the second bus, and it took just about an hour to get from Durrës to here. I had been wanting to come here for a while, and I just didn't know how the buses worked, and I finally got some information on that. And then the weather had been kind of poor lately. It had been raining, so I wanted to make sure it was dry when I came out here. And it is beautiful weather and a really, really cool town. I'm excited to check out the castle for sure.
To jest inaczej rozmawiamy razem, inaczej rozmawiasz z kimś, który po prostu spotkał ktoś na...
This one looks like it's free entry. The one in Berat, you had to pay a little admission fee. It's not very much, but this one I just walked right into, so it's always cool when you don't have to pay. Here, what's this say? The old castle. So I think that one down there is a newer one. It's definitely in great shape. And it's turned into a museum now. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, I thought, yeah, it is an archway. Oh, that's awesome. Pretty narrow. I don't know if you can tell. I've got to crouch a little bit to get through here. Oh yeah, this is cool. So this would be the older castle now. Doesn't look like there's too much left of it, but it's funny, you can see like the modern cafe right there. Almost ruins it. Oh, get my finger out of the camera. So yeah, this is the old one. These are the old ruins right here, obviously, and then the more modern castle was down there. That's turned into a museum. And this is just so interesting how, you know, somebody owns this property here and turned it into a cafe or a restaurant. It's not only an amazing view of the valley down there, but I mean, you know, the customers can sit here and look at the ancient sites too. Can't imagine how much this property is probably worth. It's a great spot for a business. As I mentioned, it's such a great location for a restaurant, so of course I had to sit down and have some food and wine and drinks. And it's also, as you can see on the sign there, they have rooms, so it's a hotel as well. So you could actually stay the night up here. It's really cool. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you the view from the table. So you'd have a front row seat to the tower there, and you've got the other castle down below with a great view of the valley, whatever you call it. And then on the right side you have the mountains, and the clouds are clearing up, which makes it really nice. So how's that for a spot to have lunch? Not a bad view. Of course, I had to get a half-liter wine. And this actually I'm really excited for. This is fresh mountain tea. We call it chai mali. And this is harvested from the local herbs here on the mountain, so that's going to be really cool to try. So let's actually do that right now. Okay, some food has arrived and there's more coming. So this is homemade bread. Actually, well, it's all basically homemade from the server's mother, which is great. I'll see if I can remember all this. This is burek, 2 different types of burek, some yogurt sauce. This is the cheese sauce. I'm trying to remember everything now. Do you want to come say it again?
Yes, stuffed peppers with cheese, feta cheese with tomatoes, 2 types of bread, with yogurt, meatballs with spinach, yaprak, tzatziki of home, olives from our own garden.
Perfect. So pretty much everything here is from the local area.
Everything
is from the
of
local
this
area.
city, ethno food of this city.
Yeah,
Also the
very
second
cool.
one, it's made on fire. We try to serve only local, our homemade products.
Very good. Thank you.
Everything is made here.
All right, and now the meat has arrived. So this is a mixed meat platter. So this one is, I think this is like a chofta, which is kind of like a meatball. There's a combination here, I think, of lamb, chicken, and maybe some pork or beef. But the one I'm excited to try is the noodles, the yufka, because I can't find that at any restaurants around Durrës. It's basically just a pasta, but it's an Albanian pasta. And you can find all sorts of restaurants with Italian pastas, but to find yufka at a restaurant in the cities is very rare, so I'm interested to try that. That was a lot of good food. Too much. Everything was good. In fact, my least favorite part was actually the meat. It was all the veggies and the cheeses and that appetizer platter that was really, really good. The tea was good, the wine was good, everything was fresh. Great view. But when the food came, I was so focused on the food, I didn't even enjoy the view. But I'm enjoying it again now. So, anyways, probably not much else for me to do now, but go back home. You know what's really ironic is that there's a lot of stray dogs and cats in Albania. A lot of them. Stray dogs and cats everywhere. I usually walk past them with nothing to give them. Now that I've actually got a little scrap of meat from the restaurant, I can't seem to find any of them. So just walking around with some meat in my palm, trying to figure out what to do with it. I'll figure it out. Now this is a majestic feline right there. Oh, I scared him away. Give him some meat. Hey. Hey. Hey, you want some meat? Hey. There you go. Oh yeah, he's a happy cat now. Don't eat the bones. What a house for a cat. Now these are the lower ruins, which I just kind of walked by the first time. So this would have been an old mosque from the 1400s. And then we have this castle here, and I don't know the date on that one yet. And then again up top, where I was having lunch, was the church. We have a mosque, a castle, and a church all together here. So we're walking back through the bazaar now, on the way to the bus. You might not be able to pick it up on the camera, but the stone road here is really, how would I say it? It's not very smooth. You know, like a typical cobblestone street might be pretty smooth. This is almost like a riverbed. You'd be careful you don't roll your ankle here, but it's kind of fun. And I love how they have this channel going through the middle here. So if it rains, it probably fills up with water. I think that would look really cool. But it really adds a lot of character to the street here. There they have the George W. Bush Bakery. There's some history behind there because George Bush came to visit Kruje. It's either this city of Kruje or the city down the hill called Kruje. He came to visit one time, and that's kind of what the city's famous for, is the visit by George Bush. And one of my friends actually claims he got to like shake Bush's hand or something like that when he was a young kid. So it's kind of funny. And so there's also a town in a street in Tirana called George Bush Street or Road or something like that. So he's one of the more famous presidential names around here. I saw this from a distance and I thought it was going to be a functioning well, but it isn't, and that makes me sad. Oh well. All right, I found the first bus. So this will get me halfway back home, and then I should be able to get the second bus from there. So wish me luck.